a comic pattern.
It's the way I'll make you eat those words that matter.
If you only knew what I'm gonna do to you, you'd be running out of here as fast as 2 feet could carry you. Your destiny belongs to me. If you only knew.
Welcome to the Backlash preview of the Eastside Dave and Son Wrestling Show.
Yeah! In case you're wondering, we decided, I actually said to Stanley, I was singing If You Only Knew, the classic WWE song from the album Pile Driver. And I said to Stanley, you ever hear this song? He goes, no. I go, what? What I'm gonna do to you, you'd be running out of here as fast as 2 feet could carry you. Your destiny belongs to me. You only knew. So we're just changing it up a little bit, basically to guilt Stanley, to have Stanley Mac confess that he should be ashamed of himself on this wonderful East Side Dave show, Saturday, May 10th, 2025, celebrating 10 years of the East Side Dave and Son Wrestling Show, getting closer and closer to that, our 10th year official anniversary, Stan, which is in August. But by God, we've been doing this for a decade. We're doing the Backlash prediction and prognostication show today, but I have to tell you, Stanley, you gotta know this song if you're a wrestling fan. Come on! What I'm gonna do to, come on everyone, back and forth! You'd be running out of here as fast as 2 feet could carry you. Come on everyone, hands in the air! Your destiny, come on guys, hands in the air! Belongs to me! Woo! If you only knew! Anyway, Backlash 2025! Stanley, it is here! By the way, so now, do you know that song?
Yes, I now know it.
Do you know that song, Stanley?
Yes.
You do know?
Yes.
Have you ever heard that song before?
No, I don't think I've heard that until...
Really?
Until now.
What? You never heard that song? Did you ever listen to any of the wrestling albums? When I was a child, I had the wrestling album that had all the great songs that had, my favorite, of course, was Piper, right? For everybody, or, for everybody. Yeah, for everybody.
But that's not, for anyone. What was that for?
The wrestling album. They put it out in, 1985. And it had performances from Roddy Piper, who did a song for everybody. And then you had Junkyard Dog, grab damn cakes. Come on, baby, let's see what it takes. There was that. There was Nikolai Volkov did a song. Tutti Frutti, Mean Gene Okerlund did Tutti Frutti. Oh my God, this was great. I never played you that, even the Piper song? All right, hold on real quick. This song was good. Roddy Piper. For everybody. Here's the Piper song. And then we got to do Backlash. But I got to tell you, there's 5 matches on Backlash. Might as well have a little fun, right? Am I right about that?
Yeah.
Here's the Piper song. By the way, I am wearing my red Roddy Piper sweatshirt today. Stanley, do you like that? Are you jealous? You actually have the same type of shirt, only yours is the t-shirt. I'm wearing the sweatshirt. Here's Piper. Love this song. This was my jam. I didn't realize that when they made the song For Everybody, the for was actually substituting for another F word. If you listen to it, there's supposed to be another F word there, and they said, well, this album is for children, so we can't actually have that word. So just say the word for everybody. Don't say the actual F word that he wanted to say. Roddy takes his rock and roll very seriously. So Stanley Mac, let's get into it a little bit. Well, before we get into that, and by the way, that is a look. Now, that's the actual wrestling album, the For Everybody, the Piper song. The If You Only Knew, I believe, was from the album Pile Driver, which was a follow-up. They
did multiple?
Multiple albums.
Was that the one where, like, Vince was singing?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. This was when Vince decided to truly lose his mind and say, you know what? We are making our WWE stars into the Muppets. They're going to be singing, dancing, playing musical instruments. Like, can you imagine right now if you had all of the WWE roster doing a Super Bowl shuffle, like Punk is next to Drew, next to Seth, and they're singing, and Punk's playing a trombone, and Drew McIntyre's playing the bass, Seth is playing a tambourine.
That would
like we'd be like, okay, this is odd. These guys all hate each other, but they're now jamming. They're playing in the musical band together. So I don't know how I feel about this nonsense. But regardless, so Stanley Mac, by God, it is Backlash Day, and I'm extremely excited. I know you're excited. We got 5 matches to do. By the way, before we get into Backlash WWE, let's discuss a little IWF. People are still up in arms at what me, Eastside Dave, New Jersey's greatest wrestling manager, what me and my faction, the Eastside Empire, accomplished at IWF's Unstoppable last month. People, I am getting emails, I am getting direct messages, I have Facebook messages and comments from people saying, how dare the Eastside Empire steal all the gold this past event. No one expected Davey Mack to be walking out with all the gold, and that's exactly what happened. I found the third Atkins brother. Everyone thought the Atkins were twins. It turns out they're triplets. And the very mysterious, never-before-seen Chip Atkins was recruited to beat the Dark Oracle Sage, then the IWF World Heavyweight Champion. Well, guess what? Now Chip Atkins, my man, is the IWF World Heavyweight Champion. And I got one of the Atkins brothers as American champions. And then don't forget, Justin Adams and his partner walked out with the tag team championships. I got all the gold. So if you're upset by that, that's fine. I welcome you to attend the next IWF event. It's going to be the biggest event in the history of the IWF. I'm not just saying it. It's in October. Tickets at campiwf.com. The last several events have all sold out. This one is a guaranteed sellout. Get the tickets early. campiwf.com. It's extremely important. People are saying that's when the Eastside Empire gets our comeuppance. People are saying, due to the shocking nature of what happened at this IWF PLE, Unstoppable, people, after the shocking development, surely the Eastside Empire will get their comeuppance, as I said. Someone will get the revenge, and the fans will go home happy. Well, I'm going to tell you something. I don't think so. It's my job to make sure every single fan goes home unhappy. See, in the WWE, they say send them home with a smile. In IWF, with the Eastside Empire, we say send them home with a frown. Send them home upside down. Send them home with the thorns of crown. Send them home with Carl Anthony Town. Just send them home, Daddy. Send them home.
That's boss.
So, that's what we're going to do. Okay? That's the IWF discussion. AEW discussion. I don't watch it. Haven't watched it in months, maybe a year. It's going to stay like that. It's so annoying seeing AEW fans now online. The one thing I don't like is like truth deniers. As someone who was watching both WWE and AEW from 2019 to 2022 regularly, there is a substantial difference in the AEW product from that time as to now. The problem with AEW fans is they cannot get past the fact that it's no longer 2019. So much time has passed. And in wrestling, when you're on every single week, that's an eternity. It's no longer 2019 where it's Vince McMahon-led WWE with horrible creative, unfair releases, bad treatment of the talent. It's not that place anymore. Meanwhile, AEW is no longer the fresh-faced kid. They're now long in the tooth, 6 years. They have the same stars as they've always had. They're no longer fresh, the fresh little underdog. They're just the crappy now wrestling league that somehow can't accept the fact that they are definitely number 2, if not 3 or 4 or 5. And it's not. No one no longer cares about the WWE AEW war on the WWE side. People are just into the wrestling now. So AEW has some sort of weird obsession. Didn't we just talk about there's like 1 or 2 guys who just recently, it's like someone's like talking about like Ricochet being on an all-time heel run, and just for some reason Ricochet takes out, what's his face, Javon Evans?
Yeah.
Or like he starts bad-mouthing Javon Evans of NXT. It doesn't make sense. Swerve does the same thing. You can't have an interview with, and I like Swerve, but you can't have an interview with Swerve where he doesn't badmouth WWE. And these guys talk about it, though. It's like they're in a time capsule from 2019. They talk about it like Vince is still running it, like it's still the same place. It is not. Listen to every single WWE talent. Jeez, it's kind of pathetic now, though. Because it's like not accepting reality. And I find it to be sad. I find AEW fans in general to be sad. At least the ones who just lie. Look, if you like to go there and you like Jungle Boy and all the stupid crap, the Young Bucks and all that, boring nonsense that stinks, fine. But maybe the AEW people got to stop being obsessed with WWE because it has only backfired time and time again, including Tony Khan. It's calling WWE the Harvey Weinstein of wrestling, including showing the CM Punk security footage. Everything all of this does is send people to the WWE, you stupid idiots.
See, what they have messed up is so bad is they have driven away people from the WWE that maybe tried to get into AEW.
Like me and you!
Yeah, and people like us, they've driven us away, haven't they?
They absolutely have. We were watching.
Because they made it, hey, you gotta either pick us or them,
We were absolutely watching AEW from its inception until the Punk debacle. And AEW made it very clear. And it was already getting a little annoying because I liked Cody and thought Cody wasn't treated well. But all right, here comes Punk. Okay, good. Punk's returned to wrestling for the first time in years and years. Okay, cool. And then all that debacle, that was it. And then Tony Khan with the, you're Harvey Weinstein or this or that. Hey, sorry, we got the dogs over here. We got 3 dogs today. Not just Sonny and Enzo, but in addition to Sonny and Enzo, my mom's dog Dolly, and she's a small little dachshund. And the 2 Australian shepherds there they're excited, but she's like, uh-oh. Anyway, Stanley. Okay, so that's the AW discussion. Guys, if you want your league to have any, some kind of relevant, just some kind of positive feeling, just concentrate on yourselves. Stop being obsessed with WWE. It makes you look so second-rate and quite frankly, kind of like ex-girlfriend stalkers. I feel like AEW fans who are obsessed with WWE just come across very pathetic and stalkerish. So it'd be best to move on now. And that's exactly what we're going to do, Mecco. Because it's Backlash. Woo! All right. Let's get right into it. Because there's 5 matches here. Only 5. But that's what we're doing these days. We're not overloading most of the PLEs except for WrestleMania, SummerSlam. And that's how we do it. So let's get right into it. Dominic Mysterio versus Penta for the WWE Intercontinental Championship. And Dominic is your Intercontinental Champ. Stanley, who do you like?
Dominic just won it. I don't see him losing it. So
Dominic. I agree with you. I hate to agree. I'm loving Dominic like everybody else these days, but I love Penta as well. And I think if Penta wins, though, that could be that would be a decent little pop, because I also think most people feel that, Dominic just won this belt. So, I think it would be a huge surprise if Penta won, and maybe in a good way. But I sadly don't think they're going to do that. I think JD McDonough or somebody's going to come out and help Dominic. Carlito's going to have an apple, and he's going to put it right in Penta's face. And Penta's allergic to apples, as we all know. Has they ever done that, where Carlito bites the apple and he spits at the guy, and the guy falls down and has a seizure, and they're like, "Oh my God, he's allergic to apples. Oh, no one realized Penta's allergic. And, oh, Carlito." That'd be awesome. That'd be like the mist that, Asuka does or something. The Carlito apple spray and Carlito finds, how about this? He expands from the apple. Someone's got a peanut allergy, brings a jar of Planters, pours it down his mouth and spits it at the person. "Oh, she's got a peanut allergy. How dare you?"
And then
That'd be great.
that would be it for...
Come on, WWE, we just gave you an idea. It's based on your whole little Carlito apple thing, but let's ramp it up and have them do all the foods, specifically to the foods that WWE superstars are allergic to. That'd be good. Even if they're allergic to a flower, he eats the flower. They're allergic to cats. He picks up a cat, eats it, and then spits it at the guy. That'd be exciting. But I do agree with you. Dominic will win. Next one. Let's go with the Women's Intercontinental Championship match here, where your Women's Intercontinental Champ, Lyra Valkyria, takes on Becky Lynch. Two Irish ladies. Becky's turned heel. Stanley?
By the way, that promo from Lyra on Raw, I thought was really good.
Yeah, she's done a nice job on the microphone. She's done a good job. Still think the name Valkyria is... Well, in combination with Lyra Valkyria. I'll never get used to that. But anyway, go ahead. Who do you think?
But I do think they're going to have Becky Lynch win
What?
the Women's Intercontinental title.
You do?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I'm pretty surprised by that. So you're going with Becky. I'm going to go with Lyra. So there you go. We're disagreeing on that one, pal. I think Becky's done this to sell Lyra. I think Becky's doing everything. She's doing a great job on camera, presenting herself as hey, I'm the man still, but I think Becky's committed to actually putting Lyra over. She sees a future star. So I expect Becky to lose here and make Lyra look good. But we'll see. That'd be interesting. Next one. Let's go with the fun little goofy match here. Pat McAfee versus Gunther. Regular singles match. Gunther attacked Michael Cole and Pat McAfee, as we all know, on the commentator's desk. And by the way, Michael Cole has been, I think, a little schizophrenic with this angle. Because after Pat stuck up for him, first Michael was thank you, Pat. But this past Monday Night Raw, it was almost like, Pat, why'd you stick your nose in, the bit? Even Michael Cole was like, maybe you shouldn't have gotten involved, Pat. Now you have to fight him. I was surprised. It was like, Michael, Pat got involved to save you. But if you listen carefully, Michael was giving Pat a little more crap this past Monday night on Monday Night Raw. Kind of like, oh, you shouldn't have gotten involved. Wow. Okay. Interesting. Who do you like here? Who's going to win this match?
I think Gunther wins, and maybe he tries to attack Pat after the match, and then Goldberg comes out and spears him.
Oh, Goldberg! You think Goldberg's going to come out?
Yeah.
Oh! Prediction time from the Stanley Mac man. I like that. Gunther's got to win this match. With all due respect, if Pat McAfee defeats Gunther, they will have destroyed Gunther forever. You cannot have Gunther getting choked out by Jey Uso at WrestleMania and follow that up with losing to an announcer. Again, he got choked out. Then the announcers made fun of him for it. And one of those same announcers is going to then beat him.
Then he's done.
Yes, like if that happens, they're getting ready to actually release Gunther. Because I don't know how he stays in WWE if McAfee wins. This one's got to be Gunther. It's got to be Gunther by a lot. Next one. 4-way match. A fatal 4-way for the United States Championship. Jacob Fatu, your U.S. champion, versus LA Knight, versus Damian Priest, versus Drew McIntyre. Stanley?
I think it would be almost funny if LA Knight won, because it would be like he just loses and wins it. But I'm gonna say Fatu.
Jacob Fatu, says Stanley. I like it. I was going there as well. I can't see Jacob win, but I want to disagree with you on this one, so I will. LA Knight. He's now 2-time U.S. champ, right?
Yeah.
So maybe he gets a third one. He's going to be like the Ric Flair of the United States title.
He's never going to have, like, another world title match in his whole
Yeah, but it's
career.
okay if someone sort of... I think it's a good thing when, like, someone... Like, for a while, remember when Kevin Owens and AJ Styles kept, like, trading back the U.S. title? And they were, like... They kept beating each other. I think AJ even beat Kevin Owens at, like, a house show at the Garden. That was a big deal.
Yeah.
And they kind of made the United States title sort of cool. Or at least it meant something. Again, I swear... Only one world champion, and then an intercontinental champion, and then a tag team. Only one tag team champion. I would do that for men and women, but obviously they're not going to listen to me. They're going to have more and more belts. And so, at least, this keeps the United States Championships interesting, I think. So I'll go with LA Knight. And then finally, the big match here, Stanley. Your undisputed WWE Champion John Cena takes on Randy Orton. And don't forget, this entire premium live event Backlash is in St. Louis, Missouri. Randy Orton's hometown. Can Randy defeat John Cena and take home the gold? The evil John Cena now. The selfish, self-absorbed John Cena. Could Randy do this for all of us? Stanley, who's going to win?
I'm going to call it. I hate to say it. It's going to happen again. Travis Scott's going to cost Randy, and Cena's going to win.
Say again?
Travis Scott's going to cost Randy, and Cena's going to win.
Travis Scott will cost Randy Orton. If it happens, the WWE Universe will freak out in a bad way. I can't imagine that Travis Scott comes out. I swear, if Travis Scott or The Rock come out, they better have a great idea for these guys. I wouldn't do Travis Scott ever again as a run-in. The guy doesn't understand that a run-in is a run-in. Run-in. Not a play my music as I walk slower than any human has ever walked to the ring during WrestleMania so that Cody has to sell as if he's been pile drive 10 times by Andre the Giant. Because in wrestling, these guys are like superheroes and they recover, from punches and kicks and stuff. But here's Cody on the mat being like, Travis, can you get in here already?
I love how Cena, when Travis came out of WrestleMania, was smiling. He looked so happy as if Prime Undertaker came out to save him. And it was just Travis Scott. I think, honestly, that made me think there's going to be more.
I can't imagine. They definitely know, regardless of what Triple H's quote was with, hey, I don't pay attention to people online. They obviously, though, have some understanding of what the fans are thinking in an overall way. And most fans did not like that Travis Scott situation at WrestleMania. It took them way too long to get there. It really did. And I thought Travis Scott was The Rock's boy, not Cena's. So if Travis Scott goes out there, how is The Rock not going out there? It was an odd thing to do. It really was. There's different ways they could have cheated for Cena to win. And again, some of these celebrities, they actually don't know, like anything. They don't know what they're doing at all. It's nice that Travis Scott loves the WWE. He said, I love it. I want this to be my full-time job. But he's not qualified for the in-ring stuff at all. I mean, you have to have a little bit of just organic sort of feel for what's going on. No urgency. I'm just going to, saunter to the ring very slowly during the middle of WrestleMania. That didn't work. They can't have Travis Scott do that again. No.
That was...
No, sir. So who's going to win?
Cena.
Oh, Cena?
Yeah.
I'm going to shock you. I'm going to say Randy wins. Okay, listen up. Randy wins. Cena attacks. Rematch. Cena wins.
He's 8. We're going to extend this to, 23 or something?
Well, we're going to tell John Cena he's going to actually have to... We've put him under contract for the next 2 years. Sorry about wanting to retire in 2025. Don't worry, we'll get you out of here. But it's going to be 2027. We're going to need 2 more years, John. We've got a lot of storylines we have to do here. We've thought of a lot of different angles and chapters and twists and turns. So that's what we're going to need, Johnny.
You're going to turn babyface and heel 3 times.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So, as for you, what's going on? Are you excited for Backlash tonight?
Yes, I am very excited.
How about the New York Knicks? We're going to be watching them at 3:30 as they take a... What a big day we have. We got the Knicks at 3:30. Maybe I'll put on my computer Yankees at 4. And then Backlash at 7. Holy mackerel, it's a big day. But the Knicks up 2-0 against the Boston Celtics. Game 3 in Madison Square Garden, dog. Come on. Think the Knicks have a chance. Predictions and prognostications on Knicks for Game 3.
I'm going to say Knicks win.
And do the Knicks win the series?
Yes.
All right, good. Boy, if they win Game 3 and they go up 3-0, holy cow. There's a part of me that thinks that Tatum and Brown are going to go off today in Game 3. That the Celtics are going to get off. They're going to play angry. I'm thinking Game 4 is going to be the big one, the most pivotal game in Knicks history, quite frankly. But I'm loving this team. Jalen Brunson, unbelievable. Mikal Bridges, some of the greatest defense I've ever seen, and 2 in back-to-back games where he wins the game with defensive plays. OG Anunoby, more brilliant defense. Karl Anthony Towns, he's got to step up today, but he's played well. Josh Hart always plays well. Mitchell Robinson has been a difference maker. Deuce McBride's come off the bench, giving them some stuff. Campaign, same thing. I saw Magic Johnson tweet about the Knicks, and he said the Knicks role players did a great job, including Karl Anthony Towns. I'm like, Karl, a 5-time All-Star is not a role player. Role player is more of, guy who comes a 6-man. Or if you're on the starting 5 like a Josh Hart, you're not, you're not the offensive focus, but you do a lot of the dirty work and you can score some points. That's more of a role player, not freaking the starting. Brunson and Karl Anthony Towns were voted starters of the All-Star team this year.
So if you're a star on the All-Star...
An All-Star starter is not a role player, Magic. Also, Magic put the hyphen in the wrong spot. He did Karl Anthony Towns. No. Karl Anthony is his first name. So it's Karl Anthony. So you can call him Karl Anthony. That's his first name. And his last name is Towns. There's no hyphen between the Anthony and the Towns, sir. Karl Anthony. Karl-Anthony, space, Towns. Do we all understand now?
I understand.
I think Magic thought his name was Karl, and then his last name was Anthony Towns. No. First name Karl Anthony, last name Towns. Okay? Who's on first? I don't know. Who's on second? Whatchamacallit's on third?
What?
Abbott and Costello.
I don't get it.
Have you ever heard of Abbott and Costello?
No.
In your entire life?
No, I have not.
Oh my God. Folks, I apologize. I showed Stan. I try showing Stanley as much good things as possible, as many good movies as possible. Clips, comedy, Saturday Night Live sketches that I'm familiar with that I like. He's a big fan of The Bears, right? Would you say The Bears is one of your favorites?
Yeah, that's probably is my favorite.
The Bears?
Out of the ones you showed me.
You like that one?
Yes.
That saddens me that you've never heard of Abbott and Costello because they are from New Jersey. Lou Costello. Jesus. Anyway. Well, folks, it's a beautiful Saturday. And by the way, to all the moms out there, happy Mother's Day. Always a special day. So we will see you later. Enjoy Backlash, folks.
You'd be running out of here as fast as 2 feet could